his physical skills as he gets older. A, Dak is not getting older or anywhere near being old. But B, it's another thing when the things that you generally think a player will get better and better at as he goes along, those are the things that seem to be destroying.
And that's what's most puzzling about Dak Prescott is the things that we've watched him do well. These aren't things that we're guessing Dak Prescott can be good at. We've seen him run this team, put this team into playoff positions because he does anticipate well, because he does execute at a high level and understanding how defense changes after the snap. We aren't seeing those things from Dak Prescott. We also aren't seeing Dak Prescott figure out either I have to go above the X's and O's and make a play using my legs outside of the pocket to extend, or saying I can give up on a play. When you watch a quarterback take a sack, sometimes he's taking that sack in order to protect the football. When he's running out of bounds or throwing the football out of bounds, it's about protecting the football. Now it seems that Dak is putting the football more so in harm's way than thinking to himself, nothing's there, live to play another day.
And look, I'm not sitting here saying that Mike McCarthy has done a bad job coaching this team. They've won 24 games over the course of the last 2 seasons, and I don't put last night's loss on him. But the reality is, if you're the ownership of the Dallas Cowboys, and we all know who that is, and you believe that, stand by. Hold on. There he is.
Oh, my goodness.
All right, Stephen A., take a seat.
What's up, man?
So I had an argument.
Man, sit down, man. Sit down.
Stephen A.
You are the heaviest human in the world right now.
Stephen A. had a fight on Friday night, the two of us, when I was telling him, Stephen A., you want the Cowboys to keep winning. You want them to stay in it. And he said to me, no, Greeny, I want them out on Sunday. You got your wish.
First of all, good morning. I tried to tell everybody. I tried to tell America. You see, the reason why I'm here this morning, Greeny, on Get Up is because my brother, my Libra brother right there, my man Ryan Clark, foolishly went on national television on First Take and said that he was going to hide. He wasn't going to show up on First Take.
I was only supposed to do Get Up.
He said he's only supposed to do Get Up. He didn't realize that at that moment in time, I said, he actually thinks he's going to escape me. He actually thinks he's going to escape me. I'm going to be right here sitting right across from him. Now, the football analysis has been brilliant, and I appreciate the lessons that you two provide. The three of you provide. It's just beautiful and it's touching. It just elevates my level of knowledge. Thank you very, very much. But it doesn't change the reality. I told everybody, just wait. Just be patient. Just be patient. Don't panic. I don't care how they look right now. I don't care how big time the defense is. I don't care how big time their running game is. I don't care that CeeDee Lamb has emerged into a #1 receiver. Just be patient. Relax. Because when the bright lights hit him, something will go wrong. I was wrong. In the Dallas case, a multitude of things went wrong. Okay? Let me first say, your defense, nothing to say. They played like a championship defense. They showed up yesterday. They really, really did. Let me get to the offense. First of all, the field goal kick, you was right. I heard you earlier. He tried to kick that to Draymond Green. he luckily got blocked because that was going wide. Right. He was done. They actually did him a favor by blocking that. So we got that out the way. Right? Then we sit up there, Pollard gets hurt. What happens? No adjustments by Kellen Moore whatsoever. None whatsoever. Dak Prescott was awful. Just awful, okay? I ain't letting Kellen Moore off the hook either because you got to make some adjustments. You got to find a way. Schultz, you catch the pass. You don't know the rules. You don't know what the moment is. You're supposed to have forward progress. You understand what I'm saying? You got to keep that clock moving. Oh, no. This is what this man does. And then you look at all of those things, and then you're supposed to punt the ball. And you waste about 35 seconds. I mean, you just can't make that. This is after last year not being able to get off a snap in the last 13, 14 seconds. Now, mind you, a week later, we saw Patrick Mahomes drive them down in field goal range in
13 seconds.
In 13 seconds. I mean, you can't make it up. You can't make it up. Now, my Libra brother, Jerry Jones, he said he was sick. I don't wish sickness upon my brother, Jerry Jones. I really, really don't. I'm very, very sad for him. But I did warn him. And I warned all of y'all. And here we are. Just like I told y'all we would be.
But should you have waited until the Super Bowl? Like, it's better for you to just get an opportunity to continue to talk about the Dallas Cowboys all the way into the Super Bowl in the brightest lights.
That depends on how you look at it. You have a valid point. I do get that because it would be good for First Take and all of that other stuff. But I have a life outside of First Take. Okay. And running into Cowboy fans everywhere. Listen, it's even in my book where I say 3 things would survive if a nuclear bomb dropped: rats, roaches, and a Cowboys fan. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. I don't know why, but it's true.
Yeah.
And so to see them today, and I got names.
Yeah.
I got Denzel Washington. Can't find him. Can't find him. Jamie Foxx. Call me for everything else. Call me for everything else. Can't find Jamie Foxx. Hide it. Hide it. AI analyzing. Hide it. I mean everything. Charlemagne the God. He might not do the Breakfast Club tomorrow. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's going on right now. They're all suffering. And this makes me feel so special. So special.
Stephen
It
A's
really
book,
is.
Straight Shooter, in stores and everywhere you get books right now, doing unbelievably well. Okay, here's the other thing, and I can vouch for this because we do the NBA Finals together. We're walking through NBA arenas during the Finals,
How
and the
about the
fans are yelling Cowboys stuff at him in San Francisco while they're playing in the NBA Finals. If Jerry Jones were to call you, because we all know how you guys are friends.
He'll call me eventually.
And he said, should I make a significant
You're
change?
so silly, bro.
Significant change, like the coach.
Yeah.
What would you tell him?
I'd say yes. I think he's telling the truth when he says Mike McCarthy will survive. I did not believe that Mike McCarthy would remain the head coach if they lost that game to Tampa on Monday night. I declared that he would be fired, and I meant it, okay? But after he won that game, in the fashion that he won that game, to go there yesterday, I think if you're Jerry Jones today, you're looking more at Kellen Moore than you are looking at Mike McCarthy. And you're looking at that defense. But here's where it gets tricky. The Sean Payton angle, we're not going to go there because we know he'll want control, and you ain't getting that coaching under Jerry Jones. Quinn, with the job that he did with that defense yesterday, you know he wants to be a head coach again. You know he's in line to be a head coach. You got him with D'Amico Ryans. I mean, if you're talking about these guys being in a position to become a head coach, how do you talk about D'Amico and you not talk about Quinn with the job that Quinn did yesterday? Eventually, you're going to find yourself, even though in this day and age, y'all have taught me it's really about offensive coordinators that get some of these jobs. The reality is that, again, if you're an elite defensive coach and you give yourself a chance, and you're talking about this brother D'Amico over here that gets an opportunity, how do you ignore Quinn with the job that Quinn has done?
The job
the head coach is about leadership.
Yeah,
that's right.
It ain't
Delegation.
about being a coordinator,
I agree.
offense, defense, or whatever.
Right.
It's about the big picture and leadership, and that's what that position's about.
For what it's worth, when there were 8 teams left, 7 of the 8 of the coaches came from the offensive side of the ball for whatever it's with. Sean McDermott was the only one left. So now what happens? Who's the Super Bowl going to be? You obviously Stephen A's got 2 hours to go.
Well, listen, I'm a roll with Philly. I'm a roll with Philly right now because of the way Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
You see, here's the reality, and this is what Dak is going to have to live with, and this is what Dallas Cowboy fans, in fairness, should force him to live with. You got outplayed by a rookie third-string quarterback who was the last pick in the draft. That's the bottom line. Again, I was listening to y'all earlier before I drove in. Ryan made a very big-time point. You are going up against that dude. Pollard goes down. You got to know it's your moment and it's your time. And you can't, and the reason why Jerry Jones ain't sick because Jerry Jones lost. Jerry Jones is sick because he knew they should have won. Right. There's a difference.
And they lost because of the quarterback.
And they lost because of a quarterback. And by the way, a quarterback, in fairness to Jerry Jones, this is a quarterback he hesitated to pay. And prior to that, hesitated to give the mantle to when it was clear that Tony Romo, because of concussions and injuries, just needed to retire and be in the booth doing the exceptional job that he did. Jerry Jones was hesitant to give Dak that mantle. And yesterday, we saw why.
Playmaker show up today? Is he ready to go?
He showed up. He's very, very shaken.
Did you call him last night?
No. No, I just put the video out. He's very shaken, but let me tell you something.
Yeah.
It ain't nothing compared to what he's got coming at 10 o'clock.
In exactly 18 minutes, Stephen A's got to go do his open.
Not today.
He's your friend.
Michael Irvin.
I love him dearly, but not from 10 to 10:20.
Awesome. All right, we will see you shortly.
All right.
First take coming up in 18 minutes. He's got to go tape it and get ready to go. We have more to do here, but do not miss First Take. Michael Irvin, Stephen A., and company.